Guys, Official Guy Reviews here with you one more time. You know that when I do these videos, I like to bang out a couple of them if I've got them. So here's number 2. I might not post both of these today, but I do appreciate you stopping by. So these little puppies here, I've had great experiences. If you look through my channel, you know that in the past I've reviewed an MPOW headset, the full over ear. I actually have it right over here. It's never far away. These guys here. So I had already done a review on these. They've held up unbelievably well. The thing that I found is if I'm doing any outdoor anything, they are hot for sure. There's no question. I mean, there's kind of that leatherette sort of feel to them. They're soft, they're cushy, but they're just bulky. I'm a bigger guy, I sweat, and when I get the 35, 40 degrees with the humidity here in Canada, it gets rough. So I needed to look for something that was a little bit cooler. I'm walking my baby daughter a whole bunch during all these crazy times so that I can keep sane. So with that, I needed something that was a little cooler, something a little less intrusive, and that's why these guys jumped into the picture for me. I did a bunch of research. There was the Jabra ones. There was all these really high-end, super fancy, expensive ones. And honestly, I don't really care to spend $1 million unnecessarily. You know, $150, $200, $250. I get it. If you've got the money, go for it. Spend that money. I just couldn't justify it. So I was looking for something that would give me good bang for the buck, cheaper, which, as you know, if you've watched through my videos, that's generally my go-to, my methodology. These guys here, I did end up getting on Amazon. They're right around 50 bucks. Let me pop it up here for you. These guys here, I think I spent maybe 59 when I got them. They have a red and a black. I've got the black here. I've been using them now for a couple weeks, so I wanted to give you guys an honest opinion of them. It's actually probably been about a month to be straight up. They're super solid. MPOW just keeps impressing me. This is the second time now. You know, I'm almost expecting to be let down, to be honest, and they just keep impressing me. These things are absolutely crazy. So I just wanted to pop them open so you can kind of see what to expect here. I'm one of those people, I have gigantic ears, but like my ear canal is a super strange shape. So no buds stay in, especially if I'm going to be out walking or moving or shaking my head around or jumping up and down or running. No chance. So I actually had given up pretty much on the idea of getting anything that's going to fit into my ear canal ever. It's just not going to happen. I've got the odd ones with that ringlet on the back that pushes in the back, and it just hurts so much after a little bit. And I know it's first world problems, but it's just frustrating, and then it wouldn't even hold properly anyways. So I was hesitant, and just like you guys are doing, if you've stopped by to watch this video, I was looking through reviews, watching a lot of them, seeing, you know, what do people think? Everybody seemed to say that these held really well, and my hesitation with it was, I've heard that before, and then it doesn't hold well for me because I have this weirdly shaped inner ear area. Well, these guys here are crazy. They hold so well, and maybe I'm just a dinosaur with how this new stuff kind of holds because I gave up for so long, but it's absolutely crazy how well they do. So I'm just going to pop them open here for you. So I've got them back in the case. Just a nice clean little box here packaging wise. You know, your classic Amazon sticker on the side for scanning. Lifts open. And then here's your interior wise. So nice and clean setup. You do have the charging. They say like 5 hours of playback. Let's see if I can get you a view here. So there, can you see that? There we go. So up to 5 hours plus 20 hours, if you can catch that. The light is kind of messing with it. And then you have your bass plus audio, left, right mono, and they're waterproof. So waterproof is always nice because I'm sweating a ton. I'm using them to work out. I'm using them to walk in the heat. You get this cool little charging cradle, which a lot of the wireless you're getting now. So there's your plus 20 hours. I'm gonna have to vouch completely for these headsets as far as battery life goes. I was blown away by the previous MPOW headset battery life. I'm blown away by these ones. I think I've charged this thing twice in like a month, and I'm listening to podcasts, walking around every single day. You know, I just throw them back in when I'm done and I'm good to go. So it's pretty nice. I mean, as far as construction goes, it's, you know, nothing to write home about, right? But it's decent. Your L, your R pops down. It does have a nice clean snap shut, right? Little area to reach your fingernail in there if you're having trouble grabbing, right? You'll notice it's flashing purple here. So basically the battery is not full in this thing. If it's blue, I think it's 75% to 100% if the little light is blue. When you get into the kind of pinky purple light there, you're under that, and then below that I think it goes to red. I could be completely wrong, honestly. But Battery life is crazy. I don't know it that well because I've never, I think the last time I charged it, I got it to like purple and I was like, you know, it feels like it's been a while, I'll plug it in. So it wasn't even at the point where it was dead, and it just like, it's absolutely crazy. So this guy here is running a little USB type C, which is great because obviously that's where we're headed now, is the USB type C with all our phones and everything. So it is really handy there. Just the nice clean branding. It is you know, it's plastic. It's not like a rubberized coating or anything. It's a little slippery. I think I've dropped it once or twice, but it holds up pretty solid. The actual buds themselves, I'll grab them here. They are already paired to my phone because I've been using them, like I said, constantly. So these little fins, there's multiple sizes that come with it. And you'll notice kind of the side to the side shape here. And if you're not familiar with the newer styles here, there's a little charging portion where it touches. If you're not familiar with these styles, it looks like this is going to be super weighty and just like fall out of your ear, this end here, but it actually is super clean how it goes into the ear. I think I got the right one here. So you basically just put it in your ear and then you kind of corkscrew it, and you can actually feel it like lock down in your ear. And there's my huge ears and then the weird ear canal, and you can see like I can fully shake my head and it's like not even moving. Like I still have that nice seal into my ear canal where it's you got that good sound. You don't have all the air whooshing in and out, the cars driving by. It doesn't have active noise cancellation, but I mean, for $50, like, how do you go wrong? The sound quality is completely solid. If I'm in a louder environment and I turn it up, it's good. I mean, it's not going to blow your eardrums, but it's solid for sure. Bass, decent. I mean, it's not a $200-$300 headset, but for $50, would I buy this in a heartbeat? Yeah, absolutely. Like, for the money, I mean, they both kind of pop in. This kind of goes in as well. And then again, you just kind of do that little cork. It's like in and then corkscrew down. And then that little piece pushes in right here. And it's like, it's amazing. Like, it's crazy how well they do. As far as pairing goes, all you do is, you'll see they're lit up right now because I just touched them. They are touch sensitive here. There's no button. It's like a touch surface. But I'll show you here. So basically they kind of corkscrew back in and they're kind of magnetized. So they're not going to just fall out on you, which is good. Like if we, there, see, they're not falling out. And then the thing snaps closed, nice and clean. It'll light up with what charging level you're at. Inside the rest of the box, you've got a couple different, like I said, sizes of those little ringlets, right? I actually did switch them, and then a couple of the different like little suction cup earbuds, as you'd regularly expect, and then a charging cable, of course. Outside that, you get like your little controls and stuff there with the directions across the board. Now, the one thing I will say, it is a lot to take in as far as controls go from what I'm, but I mean, it is handy that it has all the controls, but you will notice that obviously for these guys here, it's a little bit to remember. It is a little bit to remember. I will say it is really handy. If you triple tap, it will enable your Google Assistant, which is amazing, especially if you're just out and you just want to quickly ask something. It fully enables in your ear. You talk, you're good. I've taken several phone calls on it. It's not amazing. The people didn't seem to have any issues hearing me, and I was walking outside, cars going by, and they could hear me. There was a couple times where they just asked me to repeat something. So it's not amazing, but it doesn't have like wraparound style microphone or anything. But in a pinch, I would say if you're just at the gym or whatever and you're having a quick conversation, which you probably shouldn't anyways, it'll do. It's decent. But I wouldn't have it as my main, headset if that's what you really needed and that's what your business was. I wouldn't probably use it for that. But outside that, though, super solid as far as battery, sound quality for the money. The thing is, you need to keep in mind it's for the money. Like, if you want to buy a $200 Jabra headset, yeah, it's probably going to be better. Is it going to have better bass? Probably. But does it have, $150 better bass? I doubt it. I really honestly doubt it. I mean, I did the same thing as I always do, as you're doing right now. I went down the review rabbit hole. I watched all the expensive ones. I was like, do I spend $150, $200? Honestly, I kind of rolled the dice on these. I know I had a good experience with my previous MPOW headset. And I thought, you know what, maybe they'll be able to pull it off, and they did. I would not spend more than this, especially if you're rugged and you're going to be running around and who knows what could happen. if you ever lost or whatever that $200 Jabra headset, you're going to be hurt way more than this little $50 option. So, and that's Canadian. Don't forget, guys, like, I'm Canadian. So this is probably, who knows, like $30 American. I don't even know. It's crazy for what you get. The headset itself is fantastic. I'll show you here for the pairing. It's super clean. So I just pop it open. When you pop it open, they start going like so. They just flashed red, and then I pop it in my ear, and we're paired. So it's just that clean. It's already connected. We're good to go. Like you can see here, there's the MPOW M30. It's all connected like instantly. Audio, clarity, it's crazy. You pop it out, it'll say connecting, connected. And a lot of the time, by the time I've taken it out of this and put it in my ear, it's already, I hear it saying connected. It's pretty impressive. Honestly, it's got play, pause, volume up, volume down, skip, previous, and Google Voice Assistant, which, see if I can get that to do that for you real quick. There it is. Triple tap, nice and easy. It's already beeped in my ear, so I can talk to it right now. It's listening to me right now through the headset. I mean, it's tough to beat for the money. For that much money, it's really tough to beat. Qualms, I feel like a couple times the only real issue I've ran into is when I take it out and I put it in here, because it's a touch button, by the time you take it out of your ear, you're probably pressing play because you're touching it. One touch is play, one touch is pause. So when you're taking it out, you probably are going to press play by accident, so I'll hear it playing in the headset, which isn't a big deal. However, the one thing for some reason that I've ran into, and it may be my phone, I have no idea, but when I seal, it's supposed to unpair, which it generally does, but I'll still have the odd time where I'll go in and turn off Bluetooth because it's still paired. I don't know what it is. It could just be something like a user error on my part. I'm not doing something properly. I like to generally leave my Bluetooth on all the time. That way when I jump in the car or whatever, it's fine. And I do find that they sometimes will randomly be still paired. But again, $50 Canadian, free shipping. Like, just get them. I'm telling you right now, they're, for the money, I would be hard pressed to find something that holds up so well. There's a million random brands that just always show up on Amazon these days that are, you know, just shipping in. At least MPOW's been around for a bit. It has previous solid quality products. Feel free to check out my review on my other headset that I've beat the crap out of and it's still going. The battery life is always amazing and they hold up again. Sound quality is decent. Phone quality, meh. Yeah, super easy to pair, super easy to connect. My only qualm is really that it just doesn't, it sometimes stays connected. But outside that, make sure you do your research because this list of crap to remember on how to pause, play, skip, back, down, up, hold, double tap is a little bit to get used to, but who really cares? I mean, outside pause, play, I really don't do a whole lot volume-wise. Usually my phone's somewhere nearby, but you can still just hold. But yeah, I hope you guys like it. I appreciate you stopping by. The things have been fantastic. They've held up really well. They're waterproof. It's hard to go wrong. So thanks again. I appreciate you guys stopping by, and we'll talk again soon.